today I'm super excited to share how I made this beautiful ring model in Blender. Honestly, I think this model turned out way better than my previous ones. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's jump into the tutorial. First, I add a circle mesh by pressing Shift plus A, then choosing Mesh Circle. After that, I rotate it 90 degrees on the y-axis by pressing RY90 and enter. Next, I go into edit mode by pressing tab, select all the vertices with A and press E to extrude and scale them outward. I repeat this process a couple of times, extruding, scaling and shaping the ring until I get the base shape I want. Finally, I merge the last extruded vertices by pressing M and selecting merge by distance to clean up any overlapping points. Back in object mode, I duplicate the ring by pressing Shift plus D, scale it down slightly and positioning it inside the bigger circle to give the design more layers. Now let's make the pear-shaped metal piece. I duplicate the smaller circle, enter edit mode and enable proportional editing with a sharp fall off. Then using X-ray mode, I select the top two vertices, grab them along with the Z-axis and shape the circle into a pear or leaf-like form. Don't forget to apply scale and rotation by pressing Ctrl plus A. This step is super more important. To arrange the pear drops around the ring, I add an array modifier and increase the count until they fit evenly. Then I use a curve modifier with a NURBS curve to make the drops follow the ring shape perfectly. I noticed the drops looked a bit thin, so I went back into edit mode, selected the center edges and scaled them down slightly to add more volume. I also scaled them a little in object mode until they look just right. For the middle zigzag design, I created a Bezier curve, extruded it into a straight pipe and applied a curve modifier to wrap it around the ring. And voila! The zigzag design pattern was done. Finally, I am adding the diamond holder frame. For this, I add a circle mesh and reduce the number of vertices from 32 to 4 in the Properties panel. Then I extrude and scale the vertices in edit mode to form the holder shape. At the end, I merge the vertices to complete one frame. I duplicate this frame twice in object mode, making each duplicate smaller than the previous one to create a layered effect. I'm not going to show you how I made a square diamond since I have already explained that in a previous video. You can check it out by clicking the link above. Here I simply place the diamond inside the frame and set it. Now I join all the metal parts together and leave the diamond separate. My model is finally ready. It's time for rendering. Look how amazing it turned out. I can see my rendering skills improving with every model. I'm definitely growing. What do you guys think?